Well, obviously very pleased finishing the end of the year with a win at home. Three good opponents coming in, and there was a lot of stuff going on at one time where we felt really like it was a perfect situation for us to try and prepare for MAC championships. With competition going on the other events, a lot of action going on. We were kind of looking for our team to really hopefully be able to go out there, stay real focused, stay consistent in hitting a lot of routines, and we did that very well. Training has gone extremely well. I think one of the things the coaching staff looks at every week is how the girls are responding to the upcoming meet. What's the intensity like in practices? What are the nerves like? And I think we've talked quite a bit about how impressed we were with the team this week so far. We don't see the nerves out there right now. They look very confident. They don't look like they're pushing. They just look like they're ready to go out there and have a good, solid competition on Saturday. Yeah, unfortunately, it was a devastating injury for us. Nothing serious, but a bad enough ankle sprain that it's going to keep her out of the championships. And we feel bad for Whitney because she's been such an important part of our team all season. And to lose her the week before championships is always difficult. The good thing that we saw from our team is they stepped up like champs and they competed extremely well in the positions that they had to. We've had good, solid backup people on every event all year, and we talk about the importance of being ready to go in at a minute's notice. Well, we had 3 kids who went in with no notice, went in and hit routines and looked like they're ready for championships this weekend. So, unfortunately she won't be with us this weekend, but we're hoping 2 weeks later that she's going to be ready for the regional championships. I think what it does is it just gives us a lot of confidence. We know that we've beaten these teams. We know that if we go out there and just stay nice and steady, that we've been the best team in the conference all season. We also know that the other teams are very good and that they're looking to get back at us. Anytime you go through a season undefeated, you're going to have teams that are out to prove a point. And there certainly are a number of very good teams that are capable of doing that. We just have to make sure that we focus on ourselves, not worry about what the other teams are doing. And if we can go out there and stay consistent, we feel like we have a very good chance of winning the championship. Well, obviously, number one, we know we're going. We will, unfortunately, we don't know a location yet. That won't be found out until Monday. But we do know that, hopefully there's a good chance that we could end up either at Ohio State or at West Virginia. There are some other regionals, but I know they try as much as possible to keep you fairly close to where you're at. But with this team, I think we feel very confident that wherever they send us, that we can go out there, we can stay focused on ourselves, and we can do a good job. Being ranked 21st right now, we've been in that top 21, 2017 a couple of weeks ago. So we know this team's we know this team is capable of competing anywhere and with any team, as long as we go out there and hit our routines like we know how to.